This KDP niche is making regular self-publishers hundreds of dollars per day on Amazon KDP. So I'm going to try to build a competing book from scratch using AI as fast as possible to see if this niche is actually worth publishing it. And I'm only giving myself 60 minutes to finish the entire book, otherwise I can't publish it. And before I reveal this incredible niche, if you want to follow along, I'll be giving away all the prompts and templates that I use completely free in the description below. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The niche we're going to be going into for this video is the memory games for seniors niche. And as we can see, the top 4 books in this niche are all self-published. This one right here, $207 a day, $366 a day, $140 a day, $43 a day. If we check Kip Scout right here, we can see that the memory games for seniors niche is in fact profitable. So I'm going to click here on the best selling one right here. Only 67 reviews, doing over $14,000 a month in revenue. And if we take a look at what puzzles are actually inside of the book, it's literally just simple activities seniors can do in their free time, like Sudoku, word searches, coloring pages, and a whole bunch of other activities seniors might like to do. All right, so now that we know the exact niche we're going to go into for the video, I'm going to set a 60-minute timer, and just like that, the challenge has begun. So let's get to creating the book. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a Google document, and I'm going to start creating the outline for our book. So we're going to make a quick little outline that actually includes all of this. So some things I want in the book are a word search activities section, a Sudoku section, a trivia section, and we'll also have a coloring book section. And I think with these 4 things, that'll actually make a really nice seniors memory activity book. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna head into Canva and I'm actually gonna create a new design for the interior of the book. I'm gonna press custom size and then I'm gonna select 8.5 by 11. Now, the first thing I like to do with these kinds of books is I like to have a this belongs to page. And overall, this is looking pretty good. So now we're gonna start adding in the word searches. So to generate the word searches, we're going to be using wordpal.ai. We're going to head over to the dashboard, and then we're going to go over to the word search generator right here, and we're going to create a nostalgic word search for our seniors. So here I'll put in my prompt, nostalgic words from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then I can toggle on custom words if I want, but for now, I'll just let the AI generate the words for me. I'm going to scroll down here to puzzle configuration, and then I'm going to do 10 words per puzzle we'll do 30 pages, and then we'll do the grid size as 20 by 20. Then I'll just press create word search book. And just like that, guys, in only a few minutes, our word search has been generated. And here we have all of the word searches pre-formatted for us with all of the words here as well. So I'm going to come here into Canva and I'm going to split screen my entire screen. And then when I'm ready to download the pages, I'm just going to press export PNG and I'll drag that right over here into our Canva. And as you can see, it formats really nicely just like that. So now I'm going to spend a few minutes adding our word searches to this book. I'll be right back to you guys once I'm done. So just like that, guys, after a couple of minutes, I've gone ahead and added a couple of these word searches to our Canva document. Obviously later, once it comes time to actually add the answer pages for these, I can go ahead and export the answer keys from LitPal as well and drag those into our Canva and format them like so. But for now, I'm just going to add the main activity pages and I'll come back to add the answer pages later. Okay, so now that we have the welcome section and the word search activities section finished, it's time to add a Sudoku section to our activity book. So I'm going to head back into LitPal and I'm going to go over to the Sudoku generator right here and we're going to generate a bunch of Sudoku. So I'll just go ahead and call this Seniors Sudoku. I'll put that in the description as well. And then for the difficulty level, I'll keep this at medium. And then for the number of pages, for now, I'll only do like 25 because I'm going to be mixing this in with a whole bunch of other activities. Then for puzzles per page, I'm only going to do 1 puzzles per page. And then I'm just going to press create Sudoku book. And just like that, guys, in less than like 20 seconds, all of our Sudoku have been generated. And now I can start adding these to our book. So I'll come back here into our Canva document. And we're going to add a Sudoku section to our book. So I'll take this graphic right here and I'll make this kind of like a new chapter page. We'll call this Sudoku. And now it's going to be time to start adding in our Sudoku pages. I'll have LitPal open here on the left, and then I'll obviously have the Canva open on the right. And then I'll just press download PNG right here. I'll drag that in like so. And we'll have our first Sudoku puzzle fully formatted on our Canva document. Now I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes adding a whole bunch of Sudoku pages to our book, and I'll be right back to you guys once I finish. Okay, so once we've gone ahead and added a whole bunch of Sudokus to our book, it'll be time to actually move on to the next section of our activity book. And since we're done with the Sudoku, I think it's time for us to add some trivia pages to our activity book. So to do that, we're going to head back into LitPal, and now we're going to create a trivia section for our book. I'm going to call this trivia book Nostalgic Trivia from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. And I'm going to actually increase this up to, we'll do 50 pages, that's fine. And then for questions per page, I'm going to be doing 4 questions per page, and then I'll press create trivia book. And just like that, guys, our trivia has been generated, and as you can see, it generated all 50 pages for us automatically with 4 questions per page, which is definitely more than enough. And of course, it also formatted the answer pages for us as well. So all I'm going to do is I'll press export as PNG. Then what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and drag in our pages for the trivia just like so, and as you can see, it's all pre-formatted for us for our trivia book. Now what I could do is duplicate this about 25 to 30, 40 times, and I'll have a full trivia section for our seniors activity book. And obviously, once we've actually finished adding in our trivia pages at the end of the book, we'll also make sure to include our trivia answer pages as well. And with our third main section added to the book, it's now time to add some coloring book pages to our activity book. So now we're going to add a new section to our book specifically for coloring pages. Because we're going after an older audience of mostly seniors, I wanted to create something that's kind of like peaceful and calming for them to draw. So we're going to head back into LitPal, and we're going to go over to the coloring book generator right here. And then for the book title, I'm going to say I want Serene Scenes, because I want something relaxing and peaceful for the seniors to be able to draw. And for the book description, I'll also just say Serene Nature Scenes. Then for the art style, I want it to be floral. And then for the number of pages, I'll just do 20 pages for now. Then I'll turn content visibility onto private, and I'll press generate coloring book. And just like that, guys, all 20 pages have been generated by LitPal. And if we take a look here, we can see that they actually look really, really nice. I really like how clean the lines are and how the illustrations are a little bit more mature. Usually when I make coloring books, I usually design them in the bold and easy style. But because we're going after a more mature, older audience, I think that this actually works really, really well. Especially liking these trees that it has in this image. And overall, the image quality is looking really, really amazing. So I think this will look great in our activity book. Now again, very easily, all I'm going to do is I'll just press download here. And then I'll be able to just drag in the coloring page just like this into our template. And I can kind of format it and size it around a little bit to make sure that it fits. I can even add like a little border around it, but I think overall it is looking really good. Then I would just replicate this a few times across all the different pages here, download them, and just bring it into the Canva template. But anyways, just like that, guys, after a few minutes, you'll be able to add in all of your coloring pages here, and you'll have a fully ready to publish seniors activity book you can sell on Amazon. Anyways, now that we've finished the interior, let's go ahead and design the cover for our book. So to actually create the cover for our book, all we're going to do is look up the Amazon KDP cover calculator to find the dimensions, and then we're going to find the dimensions using this tool. Because this is an activity book, I'm specifically going to choose the interior trim size of 8.5 by 11, white paper, and specifically black and white ink. And then for the page count, our book is going to end up being probably around 140 pages, at least for my specific activity book. So anyways, we're just going to press calculate dimensions, and then it'll give us the width and the height for our cover. Then I'm going to come back into Canva and create a new document, and I'm going to press custom size and fill in these units here. And I'll just bring in the width and height that Amazon calculated for us earlier. And now I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes making our cover look really nice. And I'll be right back to you guys once I finish the cover. And just like that, guys, after only a few minutes of designing in Canva, I created this really nice looking memory games for seniors cover. Obviously, this is just a rough draft, so if I were to publish this, I would probably spend a little bit more time on it. But I think for something that I created in a few minutes, I think it looks pretty nice. And now that we're done with our book, all we have to do is publish it to Amazon KDP. So we're just going to use a free Amazon self-publishers account. Go to this website, press create new title or series, press paperback, and then we'll upload our files for the cover and the interior, put our book title and all our book information in, and we'll have our book listed on Amazon KDP, available for sale around the world. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys want to try out litpal.ai to generate books as quickly as possible using AI, you can go ahead and check it out at the top link in the description. And there's actually a limited time 25% off discount For new users, all you have to do is sign up using the link below, answer a few questions on the onboarding, and you'll be eligible for the 25% off discount. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I definitely had fun making it. I think that this niche has a lot of opportunity because all you're doing is combining several different types of books into one and then selling that on KDP.
And it's a great undersaturated niche where I think there might be a lot of potential.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. And as always, stay publishing.